Hey everybody, MistakenOrc here. We're going to look at a class setup that I'm going to use, and then we're going to hop right into the gameplay. So right here, for this gameplay, I will be using a SWAT 556 with a reflex sight, foregrip, and fast mags. My perks are hardline, toughness, engineer, and dexterity. Down at the bottom you can see that I'm using two wild cards, the primary gunfighter to give me an extra attachment, and then an extra perk 3. Alright, score streaks I'm using UAV, care package, and Hailstorm missile. So in my opinion, most maps you do not want to rush the middle of, anywhere, just because there's going to be LMGs spraying and praying, snipers, they're going to be waiting there for you. I like to run the outside of the maps, just like that. Got the first blood there. Reason being I like to run the outside of the map is to get a better angle on the enemy, and also to get into a position to come up behind them and take several of them out to start my score streaks. On raid, as you can tell, if I spawn in the garage, I go left to the statue, see if I can pick off a few people, head across the map, see if I can hit a few people cross in there. If I survive that, I usually push towards their spawn and see if I can pick off a few more, trying to not stay in one spot too terribly long. Once I've gotten several kills, I try to get back to a good place to use my streaks or continue looking for enemies. I believe, I don't think anybody would disagree with me, the quicker you get a score streak going, really the better off you're going to be throughout the whole match. Just being, heck, if you get a UAV within the first 30 seconds of the game, you're going to know exactly where these enemies are, instantly. Granted, if they've got Ghost on, you're not going to be able to see them, but not just a whole lot of people run Ghost anymore. Most of the time you are going to see me using hardline in gameplays, just because it just gets you to your score streaks a lot quicker. Now this is one of those instances I was talking about. I should have just left. I shouldn't have used this score streak here. This guy didn't show up on the minimap. He killed me. I spawned here well out of the way, away from my teammates. Not really sure how that happened. Random things happen. All the hit markers on that dude out, and then there you go again. I get stabbed. I should have hopped over here to this other side and not even worried about hitting any more of them. And I had, to myself, I had thought, man, I need to get out of here because I'm literally about to die. I'm not going to get any more kills, and then I go on a death streak there. Like I said earlier, a really good tip is do not stay in one place for too long, because the enemies will figure out where you are. They will find out you're on a streak, and then they're going to push you even harder and harder. Especially if they are talking. If they're talking, then you might as well just hang your head up and go to the house, because they're not gonna allow you to stick in one place too long. Another thing I usually use is Scavenger. If I am not using Scavenger, as soon as I get a chance, I attempt to pick up a gun. There's a lot of times I forget and I run out of bullets, and you can't really win gunfights without bullets. That's just a fact. Back on streaks and stuff like that, Like that part right there, like if I wouldn't have moved out of the way, I'd have died, lost my streak, wouldn't have got my UAV, wouldn't have got care package there, and there's my hailstorm. Full streaks. A little bit back on how you start a map. Raid, for instance, I run left and I come straight into. I don't necessarily push into their spawn straight off. I try to work my way in, and I try to flip the spawn on this one because I really, at times, I believe that you just got to reset everything, get them, because I mean, get them to the other side, throw them off their game, and keep them from really building any streaks, and that is a big key in my opinion. See right here, I'm spawn trapping them a little bit. I didn't do too well. I should have got all of them, but it happens. Another thing is paying attention to your teammates, where they are at. See right here, all my teammates are behind me, so I know for a really good fact, besides having that UAV, that the enemy is going to be near me. It's just it just happened. I mean, you figure that out, and you know exactly where they're going to be. I mean, some of these maps are so small that it's really hard not to know where people are. Last little thing, I believe it. Don't ever be afraid to duck behind something or just flat out run to get a better vantage point on a gunfight. As you see there, I was trying to get around. We ended up winning the game pretty quickly. Some people are going to talk crap about it at the end, but the fact is, you're just trying to win the game, and winning gunfights is how you win games. I went 22-5 that match there. I think that was a pretty good gameplay for this little explanation. So if you wouldn't mind, please leave some feedback, drop a like, comment, share with your buddies, and peace.